Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Could a new bill in Olympia make it easier for certain workers to afford a home? Also ahead.
Detectives have been investigating the case since we were notified of it back then, and they continue to investigate the case today.
It has been almost 1 year since Irene Fleming from Grant County was reported missing. Tonight, only Apple Valley News Now is following up on the case.
Plus, get ready to face delays tomorrow on a popular interstate bridge in the Yakima area. What you need to know about that work is coming up.
And what a change weather-wise today. Will it last? Josh is back in for Stacy and has your first alert forecast as the news begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this Thursday. Good evening. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is February 20th.
All right, first at 5 tonight. It has been almost 1 full year now since 31-year-old Irene Fleming was reported missing in Grant County. The case has garnered a lot of attention online, so we are following up. Fleming was last seen leaving a friend's home on February 25th, 2024, right outside George, Washington. The Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested Fleming's former boyfriend, but said the arrest was unrelated. Due to her disappearance, deputies say the man provided false information about a separate case and had an outstanding warrant. Some have suggested that Fleming's case may be a mental health case, while others say she may have taken a bus or been given a ride by someone. Now, I caught up with the sheriff's office earlier today for an update. Once you hit that 1 year mark, how harder does the investigation become?
Well, it's difficult to say because every case is different. What we would like to do is bring Irene home to her family. And even though it is the 1 year anniversary, it's not a closed case. It may have cooled off a little bit. We're waiting for the person to step forward and give us a piece of information that we don't already have so we can go find Irene.
Detectives say they will continue to work the case. If you have any information, do contact the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Wendy.
New tonight, the FBI is now offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information that could lead to the recovery of Chance Anthony Carson and the identification, arrest, and conviction of those responsible for his disappearance. Carson was last seen 2 years ago today in Omak, Washington. He was reported missing on the Colville Reservation March 15th of 2023. Authorities suspect foul play in his disappearance following reports of an altercation involving Carson and 2 other people. Carson is described as Native American with black hair and brown eyes. He's 5'9", 178 pounds. Call the FBI if you know anything.
Turning now to first alert weather. After days of gloomy skies, snow and ice, we finally saw a break.
Finally, yeah. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Sure was.
It's been just a great day. By the early morning, we saw sunny skies in the Tri-Cities area. Take a look here. This video is out of Kennewick off of Edison Street in Clearwater. We saw lots of people out there wearing lighter jackets, taking their dogs for a walk, and really just soaking it all in, Austin.
Yeah, and here was the scene late this afternoon, just before the sunset from our Yakima Skycam at Atanum Ridge. It has been a while since we have seen the Yakima Valley from this vantage point due to the thick fog. Lots of snow even had an opportunity to melt as well because highs were in the low to mid 40s.
How about that? But just how long will the sunshine continue? Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth is in for Stacy tonight and joins us now with a first look at our forecast. Josh?
Well, today was a nice day. It was drier. It was milder. We saw plenty of sunshine in the lower Columbia Basin. We'll continue to keep it dry for tonight. Could have some showers up in the Cascades after 10 p.m., but mostly dry. Overnight lows falling down into the 20s and 30s, so most of us will have to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and the plumbing. Winds gusting out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Blue Mountains. Tomorrow will start off dry for most low elevation spots, although we could have small shower chances in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those are becoming more widespread around lunchtime, but lower elevations staying mostly dry for tomorrow. So for your Friday, we'll have highs up into the 40s, a little bit cooler compared to Thursday. It'll be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year, and we'll have some mountain breezes. And so the bottom line for the forecast, that we'll have rain and snow likely in the Cascades for tomorrow. Then we'll have a mountain flooding concern for Saturday through Tuesday. Lots of rain up in the Cascades due to rising snow levels, because we'll be much milder into this week. And I'll tell you how much rain we're expecting, and I'll tell you how warm we could get this weekend. And that's going to be coming up later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. A quick heads up for drivers. Work will begin tomorrow to fix a damaged section of the westbound Interstate 82 Yakima River Bridge near Selah. A semi-truck crashed into it, as you may remember, last month. The Washington State Department of Transportation says they will straighten the bridge truss and repair the guardrail. Crews are expected to finish the project in early March. WashDOT says westbound traffic on I-82 toward Selah will be diverted to Selah Road. If you are going westbound toward Ellensburg, you will be able to cross over back to I-82 after the twin bridges, but please plan for added travel time. Well, officials taking action today to help prevent possible avalanches. Early this morning, the Washington State Department of Transportation was doing avalanche control work. This was on US 2 near Stevens Pass. Drivers in that area had delays of 30 minutes or even longer, starting at 4 a.m.
We're going to head back to Yakima. More than 100 people gathered earlier this week to work on Yakima County's 5-year plan to address homelessness, but it is facing some pushback. After that first session, Yakima Deputy Mayor Matt Brown is voicing concerns about the previous plan's effectiveness. Brown bringing a draft of a resolution to the table at this week's City Council meeting, saying the countywide coalition in charge of funding projects to end homelessness isn't meeting its goals.
We were all pretty frustrated. Nothing seems to be working. We keep throwing a ton of money into it. And there's not a different outcome that is happening.
Coming up tonight at 6, we'll dive deeper into some of his concerns and hear the response from Yakima County Commissioner Kyle Curtis.
Yakima Valley Libraries is collaborating with the Yakima Nation Language Program for a new event to help share their language and culture. Twice a month, members of the community will be invited to come on down to the library to learn Ichishkin and its importance in Yakima culture. The event is free for all ages and doesn't require any prior knowledge, just a willingness to learn.
I hope that more people are introduced to the language and want to continue to access more resources, and so there's more community involvement with the Yakima Nation Language Program.
The events are from 5 until 6 p.m. They are on the first Thursday of the month at Yakima Central Library, and then the third Thursday of the month at the Toppenish Library.
We're going to head to Pasco now. Did you know there is a new overnight truck parking ordinance in the city? Officials say this is to support truck drivers while ensuring organized development within city limits. Property owners in business and industrial districts can now create overnight truck parking lots, providing rest areas for the drivers. These lots must meet minimum standards, including be at least 250 feet from residential areas, parks, and schools, and have easy access to highways. The maximum lot size is 15 acres. As for security features, they must be fenced, well lit, and have an automatic gate with security cameras. The city says they must also have single occupancy bathrooms with a water fountain or bottle filler.
A new bill in Olympia could make it easier for certain workers to afford a home. House Bill 1022 would require the Department of Commerce to team up with the Housing Finance Commission, offering down payment and closing cost loans for medical workers, firefighters, police officers, and mental health professionals. The bill, sponsored by Representative April Connors from the Tri-Cities, aims to bring more of these critical workers into the community.
It is for folks that are at the lower end of the spectrum coming in. I have heard before that, some of our police and firemen are paid really well, but this is really for people that are starting out in that industry, that are just getting started.
The zero-interest loans can't exceed 5% of the first mortgage, or $25,000, whichever is more. Borrowers would have to repay the loan if they sell the home or pay off the mortgage. Representative Connors says because it is a pilot program, it would only be in place for a few years.
A highly anticipated event kicks off tomorrow in Findlay. More than 200 people are getting together for the 2025 Lower Columbia Basin FFA Jamboree. The Future Farmers of America will compete in 13 different career and leadership development events. They are sharpening their skills to get ready for the upcoming Washington State FFA convention, which happens in May. But it's more than all that. It's also an opportunity for students to gain real-world experience, build confidence, and connect with industry professionals. The Jamboree is from 9 until 2 tomorrow at Riverview High School in Findlay. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Coming up, we're going to be giving you details about the Tri-City Americans Booster Club.
Plus,
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. DOGE setting its sights on the Pentagon, the two military leaders that could be on the chopping block. That story coming up.
Also coming up, Josh is in for Stacy. He'll be back with a look at your full First Alert forecast as the weekend is drawing closer.
and a quick reminder, download our brand new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. From customized forecasts to instant weather alerts and a whole lot more. All you have to do is scan this QR code to download it straight to your phone. This is just another example of how we are on your side. We'll be right back.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down.
We were starting a business from the ground up.
People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office on Thursday, March 20th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Good Shepherd is expanding its cardiology services to the region with the addition of Dr. Courtney Virgilio. Dr. Virgilio's specialty is caring for patients with all types of heart disease. She's passionate about cardiology because it's both challenging and rewarding to help someone who may be on death's door. And by providing state-of-the-art care close to home, she can help them not only survive their cardiac event, but also help them optimize their longevity and quality of life. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first. Always.
Red 25.
You're going down.
Say hi.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
I'm open.
Go deep.
Because you'll feel totally protected. Also, your family can pursue their dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Kraken Panthers pregame at 2:30 Saturday on MeTV.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5. It has been 1 month now since President Trump took the oath of office.
Today, he slashes the federal workforce. ABC News has learned 2 members of the Joint Chiefs of Staff are on the Pentagon's list to possibly be fired.
Yeah, new tonight, ABC's Perry Russom following the latest from Washington, D.C.
President Trump says he is considering giving 20% of the money saved by DOGE right back to the American people, but that would require approval by Congress. As President Trump dramatically cuts the federal workforce, U.S. officials tell ABC News 2 members of the Joint Chiefs of Staff are on the Pentagon's list to possibly be fired. They are General C.Q. Brown, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Admiral Lisa Franchetti, the chief of naval operations. It was General Brown who greeted Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on his first day at the Pentagon. Hegseth asked if he would fire Brown.
Handle with it right now. Look forward to working with him.
Sources tell ABC News cuts are also being made at the IRS. More than 6,000 new employees are starting to be fired today, all during tax season.
I think our objective is to make sure that the employees that we pay are being productive and effective.
Elon Musk has set a goal of cutting $2 trillion in federal spending. Trump says he's considering giving 20% of savings directly to Americans.
There's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the DOGE savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible, Elon.
That proposal would require congressional approval.
Well, this is all going to be worked on through the reconciliation process with Congress that's going underway right now. As you've seen, the Senate's moving a bill, the House is moving a bill. The president has great confidence in both chambers to deliver on his priorities.
Trump's cabinet is quickly taking shape today. Kash Patel confirmed as FBI director. Trump's first cabinet meeting will be next Wednesday at the White House. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
In more local news tonight, the state of Oregon introducing a new loan program today, which provides 0% interest loans to cities and counties to build new housing. The program stipulates that housing built under this program must rent or sell to families making less than 120% of the area's median income. The typical loan is expected to be paid off in 10 years. The fund is repaid with a fee in lieu of property taxes at no additional cost to the owner, which allows the state to repeatedly lend out the funds. According to the governor's office, by July 2025, the state will have financed 2,800 affordable housing units and provided infrastructure for over 25,000 affordable and market rate housing units. Hey, in sports, at Tri-City Americans home games, you'll see 50-50 tickets sold by the Tri-City Hockey Booster Club, an organization dedicated to promoting hockey in the area. The Booster Club has been around for more than 30 years, and those 50-50 raffle tickets bring in more than $30,000 a year on average. Tri-City Hockey Booster Club president Jim Rawlinson says that money goes towards 2 main places: the Americans Player Education Fund, helping players pay for college, and the Tri-City Amateur Hockey Association. Now, he also says it is about supporting the kids in the community, including the teenagers playing for the Americans. He says it's nice to give back to them because they bring fans so much joy and sometimes a little heartache as well. If you want to get involved, the Booster Club meets every third Tuesday of the month at Spectrum Studios in Kennewick at 6:30. Wendy.
A semi-truck driver survived a harrowing experience Monday when a large chunk of ice shattered his windshield. Josh Keating was driving eastbound on I-78 in Pennsylvania, about 70 miles outside of Philadelphia. It was after a snowstorm, and a big chunk of ice flew off a passing semi-truck in the westbound lanes. Do you see that? Wow. That is incredible. It crashed through the windshield, causing glass and ice to hit him in the chest and face. Keating managed to keep control of his truck somehow, even with the windshield completely shattered, as you saw there. He had cuts to his hands and face and says this really shows how dangerous it is to leave ice on your vehicle.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, tonight's going to be mostly dry. Could maybe have some showers up in the Cascades after 10 p.m., but the action will become more widespread into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and step you through it. By the wee hours of the morning for tomorrow morning, a light shower or two could slip down into the Kittitas Valley. After 10 a.m., some showers could slip down into the upper Yakima Valley, lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills. And this is around the same time that rain and snow chances will skyrocket in the Cascades. Then for Friday night after 4 p.m., rain and snow will become much more widespread. However, chances for a wintry mix will stay low throughout the night in the Blues, with low and rain chances in the Blue Foothills, lower Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, and Kittitas Valley. Chances for wet and wintry weather will be much higher in the Cascades, but rising snow levels should transition the Cascades to primarily rain after 1 in the morning. So let's show you some of the snowfall we're expecting from late tonight through early in the morning on Saturday. Not much at all, folks. Probably an inch, maybe even less than that for Cascade passes, less than an inch for Tollgate off of Oregon Highway 204. So snow not going to be a big impact over the next 48 hours. Really not going to be a big impact with either of these storm systems. One for Saturday and Sunday, one for Monday and Tuesday. But we will have big impacts from these storm systems in the form of rainfall. You see, since we're going to be milder for this weekend, snow levels around 3,500 to 7,000 feet in the mountains. So that means we'll have rain falling on top of existing snowpack, and a lot of rain at that. We could have upwards of 3 inches in the Cascades for Saturday and Sunday, upwards of an inch in the Blues, and then into Monday and Tuesday, maybe another inch for the Cascades, maybe another ½ inch for the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 4 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of about 4 days. So we are concerned about some localized flooding, especially in and around some of those smaller streams up in the Cascades. Definitely something we're going to be keeping tabs on as we head into this weekend. And like I said, higher snow levels because we'll have higher temperatures. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for Friday in the Tri-Cities, but we'll flip the script. We'll be about 10 degrees above average for Sunday and beyond, so maybe touching 60 on Sunday in the Tri-Cities. That would be a very nice change of pace. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have small rain chances Friday, then wetter and warmer again by this weekend. In Yakima, small shower chances increasing Friday and Saturday, likely peaking on Sunday, then turning drier and staying mild next week. In Ellensburg, also tracking increasing rain chances for Friday and Saturday that'll likely crescendo on Sunday, then leftover shower chances by Monday and Tuesday. In Hermiston, a bit cooler but still dry for Friday, but trending wetter and warmer again by Saturday. And then in Walla Walla, maybe a sprinkle or two for Friday, but wetter again this weekend, with the wettest day likely being on Sunday.
I was loving the sun today
me
so
too.
much.
I know I've been complaining, like, I don't want winter to end, but then I got up this morning and I was like, okay.
You're like, this is acceptable.
This is acceptable.
All right, well, coming up next on Apple Valley News, now live at 5, Austin has the spotlight. Don't go anywhere.
This newscast is sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Broadmoor RV's President's Day sale is here, happening all month long. Buy any RV in February and get a gold starter kit, a $350 value, free. We deliver better people, better service, and better prices. Rediscover the joy of camping and start your next adventure. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun again.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Starting a business is hard. You have to stay connected at all times.
As we've been growing the studio, Spectrum's been there every step of the way. I'm always able to make the phone call that I need. I'm able to shoot that text message or that email. Every vital piece of equipment that we have here uses Spectrum.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep your business connected.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor & Home.
Every night at 5, I bring you this spotlight. Tonight, we're going to head to Northern Oregon. Students in Umatilla High School's civil classes had a unique opportunity to learn about the legislative process firsthand. A few days ago, State Representative Greg Smith led an interactive activity on how a bill becomes a law. During his visit, students participated in a hands-on simulation that walked them through each step of the legislative process. Students took on roles such as governor, lobbyist, and even journalist, gaining a deeper understanding of how laws are made. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send me an email, areed@applevalleynewsnow.com. Final weather is next.
This newscast sponsored by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less. That's ironic. Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
You used to love these shoes, but they aren't you anymore. So why not donate them to your local Goodwill? Proceeds from Goodwill sales fund programs that provide specialized training and support for people with disabilities, helping them develop essential workplace skills, promoting inclusivity and empowerment. Job seekers who will one day walk in someone else's shoes, perhaps yours, and proudly share stories about their awesome Goodwill find. When you donate to Goodwill, you'll know the future's in great hands. And choose Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
It's time for the best deals across the full lineup. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. We've got Maverick and the North American 2025 Truck of the Year, Ford Ranger, fully prepared.
Did you sleep here last night?
If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. And this crew is Truck Month ready.
Lease a 24 F-150 STX 4x4 for $399 a month for $36, or buy with 1.9% for $36, only at your local Ford dealer.
Widespread rain and snow, we could see down tree limbs, we could see power outages, combine that with some of the snow from the
Will we be okay?
Before heading out, trust Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
Next ET from Red Hope to Jacob Dutton.
It's pretty remarkable.
We're with Harrison Ford taking us back to 1923. Plus, on the set of Suits, L.A.
The verdict is in. You don't want to miss it.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Again, the big story this weekend, going to be the rainfall up in the mountains with a couple different storm systems. Storm system number 1 primarily for Saturday and Sunday. Storm system number 2 for Monday and Tuesday. So for Saturday and Sunday, could get upwards of 3 inches of water up in the Cascades. That would just be rainfall, maybe upwards of 1 inch in the Blue Mountains. And then for Monday and Tuesday, maybe another inch of rainfall for the Cascades, maybe another ½ inch in the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 4 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of 4 days. So we are tracking the potential of localized flooding, especially in and around some of those smaller streams up in the Cascades.
All right. Thank you so much, Josh. We'll definitely be aware of that. And also, enjoying the sunshine. Well, we've got
Enjoying it. It's beautiful.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us for the News at 5.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.